Yo, 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 guys. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you all. Hope you've had a great new year. Yeah, let's see who's here, guys. Welcome. We've got... Oh, yeah, let me just pause this really quickly. In the general... Yeah, welcome, guys. Give me 30 seconds. Sweet. Yeah, welcome, everyone. I couldn't see the chat. Let's see who's here, guys. Welcome. We've got Kat here first. Yeah, welcome. Eno, welcome. Cheers for the lights, guys. Appreciate you all. I'll start breaking down in a second, but I'm really looking for gold to push lower. See, I'm going to see how this 15 closes. If this 15 can close bearish, I'm going to be looking for some potential sells here. Okay, if I can potentially get a closure below this sort of range here, that will tell me that gold's ready to push down, because we are kind of breaking this level to the downside now. So let's see if I can get that break and closure below. I mean, the 30 could close bearish as well, but all I'm really looking for is a push into this liquidity to the downside first. Once I've had that push into the downside, then I'm going to be looking for further. Okay, that's the plan. So let's see what the market wants to do. Yeah, I might, you know, the 15's come up. It's taken some liquidity to the upside. One sec, let me move this for y'all. Nice one. Yeah, the 15's come up. It's taken some highs to the upside, you can see. Taken some highs to the upside. If I get this break and closure below, I'd expect some more downside, to be honest with you. Do you think we can come back for the gap? Yeah, I do. At some point, the gaps will get filled. You know, at some point, this gap will get filled. The good thing about gold now is gold is in an area where we're having a pullback and we're leaving liquidity above and below. So I'm just going to react to the closures. As simple as that. I'm just going to react to these closes. But yeah, good to see you all, everyone. Welcome, welcome. How's everyone's new year been? Is everyone ready to crush it? When you say liquidity, so basically, Ryan, go and have a look on my YouTube. I made a big video on it. I break it down for like people who've only just started trading, so they can understand exactly what it means. But it's basically just where there's a lot of stop orders sitting. Yo, Kyle, my guy. Good to see you, man. Yeah, it's just basically where stop orders are sitting. So I basically trade into liquidity all the time. Yo, Dean's in the house. Welcome, Dean. We got Kyle here. Good to see you both. Let's see if we can get a decent 15, maybe 30 closure could be nice. I think if the 30 can close bearish, we're likely to continue pushing down into this liquidity and then maybe into some more liquidity below. That could be something that I'm interested in here. What strategy do I trade? This is basically just breakouts, mate. And I add a little bit of liquidity in there as well. But my main strategy is just breakouts. So I took a trade on Nasdaq this morning. So basically, I took a trade on Nasdaq here. I was looking on Nasdaq for a break above this level. A break above this level for continuations. We broke above. I didn't enter on this initial breakout. I waited for the next candle to close bullish, which it did here. This is just confirming the breakout is bullish. And I took buys into the liquidity above. So all I really use liquidity for is targets. And you can see in one 15-minute candle, take profit was smashed. These highs here were smashed. That were the trade we took this morning. Clean entry, to be fair. Yo, Dryden, how's it going, man? Happy New Year to you. Yeah, you too, man. Hope everyone's had a great New Year, ready to crush 2026. Guys, what I want to see as well, put in the chat, what are your goals for 2026? Is it to get more consistent? Is it to become a full-time trader? Leave your job? What is it? Stick it in the chat. Put one goal. If you want to put two, you can put two in. I just want to see what people's mindset's like for the new year. Leave my job. Nice. Okay, let's see how... Yeah, let's see how this 15. 15's creating some structure here on NAS, which is good. Yeah, we're creating some structure here on Nasdaq, which is good. So basically, I'm just going to be trading within these levels. To eat less nuggets. That's a great goal, man. To be honest with you, that's probably the best one I've heard. Never mind going full-time. Quit my job, nice. Be a better trader, good. That's the thing, guys, because people who are just starting now, you know, people who are just starting trading now or in the first few months of trading, you know, a good goal for you for the 2026 could be just to get more consistent. Not exactly quit my job and make tens of thousands, but, you know. Be consistent, first payout, good, Kyle. Love it. And not break my rules, good. Yeah, good stuff, guys. How much do I make on average? Do you mean in terms of payouts on average per month? It changes, mate. It's not the same. It's not the same. On average, I'd say it's like, I don't know. Sometimes it's like I'll have like a 4K profit per month in terms of payouts. You know, in November, I think it was like 13K or something. So it changes, mate. The freedom, yeah, Dean, class. That was the same for me, the freedom. Trading View versus MetaTrader. I always say to people, you know, start executing on MetaTrader. I feel MetaTrader is a little bit more beginner friendly. Not by a huge amount, but I think it's a little bit more beginner friendly. That's just my opinion. I don't know what everyone else thinks. If you start on Trading View execution, you know, and that's all you know, it's probably going to be easy for you. Like Trading View and MetaTrader are both easy for me. But I'd say MetaTrader on the phone specifically is quite beginner friendly to get started with execution. I mean, we've got a decent range here now. That's what I'm watching, and same with gold. Gold's starting to form support of this prior resistance here. Right, who's this guy? He's... Bang, bye. Hey Joe, I registered for the mentorship. Nice, man. Nice. Good stuff. Like I said, there's a lot of applications to go through. So if you have applied for the mentorship, there is a lot to go through, but I mean, yeah, we'll be in touch at some point. We'll be in touch. Biggest monthly loss. I don't personally look at like biggest like losses, biggest wins. I like to trade sort of more longer term. I like to look at results more longer term. Everyone hates it. Yeah, I haven't really traded MT5 in a while, to be fair. I'm currently trading TradingView and MetaTrader. Not MetaTrader, TradingView and Project X. I mean, if I can get a bullish closure, I would really like to buy gold. I think gold looks really good into these highs here. Some very nice highs to take out. This is just all liquidity. I mean, if we can come and take some of this liquidity to the downside, that'd be nice. And then after we've taken this liquidity, potential push higher, we'll see. Yeah, it's breakouts of range is my strategy, mate. Yeah, breakouts of ranges. Just simple breakouts. You don't need to overcomplicate it. Yeah, I've seen a few videos. I've seen a few videos on people complaining about the new MetaTrader. I was telling my pal about you. Nice. Nice. Yo, James is in the building. Welcome, man. Yeah, good to see everyone back though. Good to see all the familiar faces back, ready to crush 2026. Nobody's slowing down. No slowing down. To be fair, guys, I took a payout yesterday. On the 1st of January, I took a payout. So on the first day back of the new year, I took a payout. It was from what I did obviously in 2025, but yeah, it's a good way to start. To be fair, that was a lot better than before, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would like to buy gold. I would like to buy gold above this level. I mean, if it can push down, I would like to sell gold, but I'd need breaks below here, just because we're at a big level of prior support and resistance now. So, I mean, really, I'm not going to try and predict too much just yet. I'm going to let the market come to me and tell me what it wants to do. Because really, there's nothing to say that price can't push down or push higher here. Yes, we are bullish. I do understand that. Yes, we are at a level. But understand this. There's liquidity below to take out. And there's liquidity above to take out too. Okay? Price could easily push higher into liquidity. It could easily push lower into liquidity too. Okay? So, like I say, both directions I'm open to. I just need to wait for price to come to me a little bit more. Especially with how rangy we've been sort of in London session. You know, look, range. I want to let the market tell me what it wants to do. Good way to start the year. Yeah. To be honest with you, it was only a $500 payout. I made like $500 like the last few days of... I run very low risk, but I made $500. I think it was the day before or the day 2 days before. I just withdrew the 500. But we made like 350 this morning on Nasdaq. What would I recommend to start with? It really depends, mate. There's no right answer to that, because at the end of the day, if you're talking to someone who has money to just put anywhere, they're obviously going to start with more. Don't look at how much should I start with. Look at consistency, because I don't care if you're trading thousands. If you're not consistent, you're gonna lose. Even if you're consistent with £100, you're gonna make more than somebody who's inconsistent with thousands. So don't look at the money when you're first starting. Look at consistency, because when you build consistency, the money just comes. The money just comes naturally. Yes, I do have I have a free Telegram in the TikTok bio, guys. Head over to the TikTok bio and it'll say free Telegram in there. Okay. Yeah, I trade Nasdaq and gold. I trade Nasdaq and gold on the 15 and 30. So if I can get a break above this level here, I'm going to be looking for some buys. If this 15 and 30 can break above this level, I'm going to buy into these highs. So all I'm waiting for now is a break above here and then buys. Then for it to push higher. Because really, look at gold. Gold's bullish. 4 hours bullish. There's still liquidity to take up here on the 4 hourly. I think if we break above, we could continue. How do I do them levels? It's just recent support and resistance, mate. Yeah, it's just support and resistance on recent price action. It's going down. No, it's not. It's currently going up. I don't know if you're looking at an inverted chart of gold, but If you look at an inverted chart, then yeah, it's going to be going down. But silver, this is bullish, my friend. Ash, yeah, it's just support and resistance on the 15, mate. I literally just made a TikTok. Go and have a look at the recent TikTok I posted. It's not the pinned one. It's a TikTok I posted like an hour ago. I basically do a quick breakdown of how I find my range. I mean, I think me personally trading ranges increased my strike rate massively. You know, I was unprofitable. I was unprofitable not trading ranges. You know, when I first started, I was trading like daily biases. I was very unprofitable not trading ranges. Yo, Nate, man, good to see you, Nate. Welcome, mate. But yeah, I started trading ranges quite a few years ago now, and yeah. What's my for people who have zero knowledge and want to start? Calamansi, what I would say to you, mate, what I would say to you is don't like sort of one sec. Don't get caught up in like signals and stuff. Okay, if you want to start trading, just listen to me now. Don't get caught up in signals and trying to copy other people. Learn a strategy and get consistent with it, because you'll waste so much time in Telegram groups and you'll waste so much time with fake gurus telling you something that's just not going to work out. Okay, the best thing that you can do is just find a strategy and stick with it and stay consistent with it. It'll save you so much time. Okay, but keep it simple. Don't rush the process too much. I mean, if you work hard, you're obviously going to get better a lot quicker, but don't rush it too much. I mean, understand that it's going to take a few months to start seeing some consistency. Enjoy the journey. And yeah, focus on consistency, not money. Because if you focus on the money, you're going to blow up every day. What was my budget? Well, I was an engineer, so I had a decent bit of capital when I was trading. I mean, I wasn't making loads of money. I was making like 2K a month, but I was spending like my wages on like mentorship, challenges, losing personal accounts. Yeah. But I mean, it's fine because you can make that back in a month when you get profitable. Did you say I've done a video? Yeah, no ties. I just made a new TikTok video. Go and check it out. How to find strategy? What do you mean? If you're talking about the mentorship, yeah, the mentorship for 2026 is open, guys. If you want to join the mentorship, the new cohort, the link is in the TikTok bio. Head over to the TikTok bio and it'll say mentorship or one-to-one mentorship. Just click that and apply, okay? Or if you're in here, I'll find it. One sec. Is it that? Yeah, guys in the YouTube, you can apply here. I think, yeah, that's it. Yo, Tucker, how's it going, bro? I don't know, I might take a little buy here. If this 15 can reflip here, I think it's gonna push. Hourly's closed bullish. I think I might get a little buy stop on. How many ticks have I got into them highs? Like 35 for a 35 tick stop loss. It is a little bit risky. It is a little bit risky. But I just think there's a lot of liquidity. I think if anybody's selling gold, they're gonna have the stop losses up here. I think there's a big liquidity. I think there's a lot of liquidity sitting up here. So I think gold might push into them highs before pushing down. So I might just try and buy into them highs quickly. Try and hold it a little bit before the push down. Problem is, it's just instantly pushed up and taken liquidity. So if I'm gonna buy, I'll have to buy on the break of the high. Yeah, I might put a little. Yeah, I'm gonna put probably like 5 micros. The only reason I don't really like these buys is because we have sort of created a bottom wick first. So I'm just going to see how we react. I'm going to give it like 2 or 3 minutes, but I do expect gold to push higher off this 30 closure, especially with how the hourly closed. The hourly's closed nice and bullish, taking some lows, but we'll see. Give it a couple of minutes. I saw Nas was, yeah, Nas sells this morning was super clean. Nas buys this morning were very nice. To be honest with you, I mean, gold is looking like Nasdaq did this morning now. This is something I'd expect gold to do. I'd expect gold to have a push like this now, after taking lows to push higher. You know, if you look at Nasdaq here on the 15, it took lows, closed bullish to push higher. Look at gold. I think gold could easily do the same. It is pushing bullish now. I don't really buy at market, but I might buy if it starts pushing here. Problem is with stop loss, the stop loss is just too... Like, if I buy now, stop losses go below the lows at 45 ticks. First target's 26 ticks away. It's like, whatever. It's like, I can't even get an entry, really, or a good entry. But I do think that we are going to push higher here. I do really think we're going to push higher here on gold. I think there's too much liquidity that's been left above not to push higher. Yo, what's up, Joe? Rob, how's it going, man? Lily May, welcome. One hour price at resistance. Yeah, it's not the cleanest trade. Why is it freezing? I'm not even in this. What is going on? Right, there we go. Yeah, the reason I like this trade is because, you know, if I could have got an entry a little bit further down, I'd have loved to take on this. But the problem was that it created a top wick at some structure that's too close to them levels. If I wanted to buy gold, it would have been from down here. You know, the risk to reward was just what was keeping me out of buying all the way up here. Yo, Harry man, good to see you. I have applied a few days ago, but no response yet. Yeah, we're working through them now. You know, we've just coming into 2026 now, so we're working through them all. You can always reapply as well. There's no harm in reapplying. Jennifer, there's no harm in reapplying. Why don't you like big risk to reward? No, I was talking about on micro gold. That's the reason. You know, I mean, it is pushing now, and we would be in profit. But if you look at where the entry were on the reflip bullish, it just wasn't worth it. So I'm probably just going to wait for the closure. Do I have a Discord? I've got a free Telegram. If that's what you mean. Do you mean a free Telegram or like a paid mentorship? What do you mean? The main thing that I'm watching now is, I'm not in this, guys, by the way. The only thing I'm going to watch now is maybe a closure. You know, maybe it rejects and closes bearish. I can detect some sells. Or maybe like a 15-30 closure and I can buy. But yeah, that's the main goal here. I think that we're going to push into these highs. Good luck. Yeah, I'm not in any positions just yet. Negative risk to reward kept me out of that trade. Bearish? Nah, it's bullish. Gold's bullish. The only problem with trying to buy it where the top wick started pushing, you know, that's literally the main reason. 40 tick stop loss to then try and take 18 ticks and then 29 ticks just doesn't make sense. Do I have any tips for me as an absolute beginner? What's the best way to learn? It depends, mate. It depends. There's a lot of stuff for free, but the problem with having so much stuff out there available is that you can really it can do you a lot of harm, more harm than good. You know, if you're watching 4 different people, you know, if you're watching 4 different people and 4 different strategies, you're not going to be profitable trading 4 different strategies. Okay. Best thing to do is find somebody that keeps it simple, that you actually understand, and something that works around your schedule as well, and stick with them and learn from them. Okay. Yeah, I'd have loved to have bought it down here. Yeah, exactly, Tucker, man. I mean, if it gave a bottom wick here, I'd have been all over this. This is like a very textbook entry if it gave a bottom wick. Yeah, I do think, like, you need to understand, guys, when you understand liquidity, understand that liquidity is sitting above here because anybody selling after these bearish candles has the stop losses on these highs. Price is likely to come liquidate them highs before the reversal. Okay. Hello, brother. Good to see you, man. On your funded account, does the firm give you daily max limit? For me, Jamie, I get a daily payouts, but I also get like sort of not a maximum loss limit of like 30% of the account. So yeah, if I make $500, I can withdraw it, but not everybody can do that. Only when you go live. What prop firm am I using? I'm using Top Step, Top One Futures, and Tradeify. Joe doesn't use fibs. Nah, I don't use fibs. You don't need Fibonacci. I used to trade Fibonacci, but it's like, why do I need something to tell me where price could potentially reverse? I'd rather understand that price is likely to reverse and then take the trade on what the market's telling me. I don't care on potential reversal points. I can see that with pure price action and candle closes. And to be honest with you, like having 5 Fibonacci lines where it could potentially reverse from, like a 5-year-old child could point at a chart 4 times and get it right once. Yeah, exactly. What strategy do I use? I use breakouts. Yeah, breakouts. Yeah, let me, guys, here we go. I'll put it in the YouTube as well. Guys on YouTube, if you want to join the free Telegram, the link is in the TikTok, in the YouTube thingy. It'll go in a second. But if you're in the YouTube, and you want to join the free Telegram, just go over to the TikTok bio. Head over to my profile, TikTok bio, and it'll say free Telegram somewhere. You have to use Fibonacci with other confluences. Yeah, it's just overcomplicating it. When you start reacting to the market, you understand that most of the things that you use in your strategy are really pointless. Yeah, this liquidity is going to get smashed. Have I ever traded silver? I mean, yeah, back at maybe 4 years ago. Yeah, it's easily going to hit these highs now. This liquidity is going to get smashed. Like I say, if you look at Nasdaq trade that we took this morning, this is the Nasdaq trade. Look at how similar Nasdaq and gold look. That's exactly what I said, literally like 20 minutes ago. I said, I'd be very surprised if gold doesn't do what Nasdaq did here. After taking lows, after breaking out for the push higher. Look, broke out, came down, took liquidity to push higher. Okay, same here. Broke out, took liquidity to push higher. It's very simple, very, very simple stuff. You know, I'd expect gold to just continue pushing into these highs now. I think 44.04 minimum. But, like I say, see. You know, sometimes at the end of the day, sometimes you're going to see positions and you're going to know where the market should go. But you're not going to be able to catch every position. Like, am I bothered that I haven't caught this, but I caught this? Of course, I don't care. Like, I caught this position. Do I care that this is pushing, but I couldn't get an entry? Not at all. Like, it is what it is. Yeah, to be honest, where would the buy? The buy would have been 40 ticks stop. So yeah, that would have been the buy. End of the day, I'm so strict with my plan, and that's what keeps me making money. So you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, break even for sure on this. Did anybody execute this? Did anybody execute this, by the way? Put a thumbs up if you did. Sweet. Sweet. I did nice. And guys, that's literally all we was looking at. Okay, look at this. Look at the trade that we took yesterday, and it's literally the same. We've come down, had a breakout, took lows, pushed higher. This is exactly what gold's done here. Took lows, broke bullish to push higher. Yeah, on a combine, nice. On a combine, good stuff, guys. Good work, Cat. Very nice. Do I offer a trade copying service? No. The only thing I offer is mentorship. I don't spoon feed people. I teach people the strategy with one-on-ones and group coaching and mentorship, proper mentorship, and that's why we get results. You won't get results just copying exactly what I do. Because you won't have the discipline, you won't have the psychology, you won't have anything. Yeah, Dave, I took a top step evaluation last week. I've still got it. It's like around break even. I've been focusing on my live account, to be honest with you. The top 1 live account. Let's have a look at Nasdaq. What strategy do I use? Breakouts. Simple breakouts. What's the hardest part in trading? Psychology. But at the end of the day, guys, a lot of people don't help themselves because they overcomplicate the strategy so much. Unnecessary things. Like, they add stuff to the strategy thinking that they're going to become more profitable, and then they'll watch me literally trade a breakout of a range like this, and it'll open them up because, well, it'll open the mind up to how simple you need to keep it. You don't need to overcomplicate the charts. And that doesn't help psychology, you know, overcomplicating it, having bad execution because you're overcomplicating it, having so many rules isn't good for your psychology. And most people don't help themselves. You can help yourself. You can make it as simple as possible as it needs to be and just trade like that. Here he is. Harry. Finishing off with 350 there. Beautiful. Doesn't feel like a Friday. It feels like a Monday. How many top one payouts did I get to go live? I think I took like 12 or 10 payouts in just under 3 months. Yeah, I've taken over like 20 payouts with them now. I haven't counted exactly, but maybe around, just with top one, I've taken like 20 payouts. Obviously on my live account, you get little smaller payouts, like 500, 400, maybe like 700, but I mean, yeah. What's the cost of the mentorship? User, it depends what you need, mate. There's different offers for what you need. Best thing to do is if you're asking about the mentorship, just go and apply, and then me and my team will be in touch with you. To apply, the link's in the TikTok bio. The best thing, if you are interested in learning exactly how I trade, best thing is to apply because you'll get emailed. We'll be in touch with you. And then we can work with you to see what you need and then give you the best offer. But there is 2 different things that we offer. Where top one based? USA. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Harry, good stuff, man. I've been noticing that too. I mean, if I was in, you know, I'd be looking at break even now. Reason being is because we've come up and taken these highs. That is where the liquidity is sitting. This is where there could potentially be a reversal. So yeah, break even here is not a bad shout. Am I a profitable trader? Yes, I am. I am, mate. Yeah, let me just, I'll get that for you. Yeah, one sec, let me get the, yeah, I'll get the link now, one sec. Right, sweet. Got it. You seen whether I don't care, to be honest with you, bro. They've paid me out. They pay me out. They're good. Am I based in the US? No, I'm based in the UK near Manchester, mate. Yeah, this is a break even. Well, partials if you took partials. But yeah, like 60 ticks, not bad. Nothing crazy. Yo, Josh is here. How's it going? Solius, I can't because I'm on TradingView, but go and have a look at the free Telegram. All my payouts, execution, they're all there. Well, not all of them, but some of them. You've got a lot to go there from. To be honest with you, most people who live trade can't even show 10% the payouts that I get. So yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. You on about Jesse? You're on about top one trader. I'm on about top one futures. I don't use top one trader, mate. I use top one futures. Where's my free Telegram? In the TikTok bio, mate. Yeah, head over to the TikTok bio. I mean, it had a decent push. It took that liquidity and now it's pushing down. I'll see how the 15 closes. If the 15 closes bearish, then maybe I can try and take some sells. I think gold potentially could come into this level, could come and retest some of this area. There is some liquidity sitting below market too. So if I can get a bearish closure on this 15, maybe I can try and take out, you know, these lows here and then potentially more lows to the downside. But we'll see. Yeah, that would have been a partial break even. But yeah, we are seeing some volume step in now. Can't say the same on Nasdaq, to be honest. How many years I've been trading? 7 years. Since I was 18, I'm now 25. I mean, we are creating a little bit of resistance here. Maybe I can try and take some sells down on this next 15. Let's see how this 15 closes. If this 15 can close bearish, I might take some sells down into this structure to the downside. So if I can take some sells from maybe this area here, stops can go wherever the wick high is, and I can look for that actual pullback on Nasdaq down. Did I lose as a beginner? Yeah. I'm open about how much I lost. I think I lost like 20 to 25,000 when I first started. But obviously you can make that back in a month. Especially when you get consistent, you know, you can make that back in like 2 to 3 months, what you lose. I always knew that when I was learning and losing, that I was going to make it back at some point. So, and then when you made it back, well, you've learned everything. You've got everything for free then, haven't you? And more. Like, losses never bothered me. Never bothered me at all. Like, if you're letting a loss bother you, you're never going to be able to do anything worthwhile. You're never going to do anything worthwhile. Yeah, let's see how this 15-minute closes, guys. I'm not in this trade yet. If this 15 can close bearish, I might take some sells. Reese, yeah, exactly, man. Do I aim for a 1-to? No, I don't trade risk to reward. I trade the market. My stop loss goes where the stop loss needs to go. My take profit goes where the take profit needs to go. I'm not an emotional trader who trades set risk to reward. Like this trade here, okay, this trade here, the stop loss had to go below this low. The take profit had to go on the highs to the left. That's it what it is, like. Wow, yeah, look at gold here. Yo, Nicole, welcome. Sean, how's it going? No, I don't trade with biases. Nah, they're a waste of, well, not a waste of time, but you don't need them. I personally don't use them. Do you know what's crazy? When I stopped trading with biases and stopped being attached to the market, that's when I started getting more profitable. It often reverses when it's just about to take liquidity. I mean, yeah, sometimes. I mean, that's why. I mean, you need to like when you understand what liquidity, you know, when you understand what liquidity is doing and where stop orders are sitting. Yeah, you do normally see you know, let's say that these are the laws that we're going to run into. You do normally see price come close to them, reverse, get people trapped into buys before the push down into that liquidity. So it's really a trap. That's why I'll never buy until liquidity's been taken. If there's liquidity perfectly below, I wouldn't buy close to it because you're just the liquidity then. Do you want a medal? Yeah. That's the thing, guys. It's crazy. Like, people love it. People love being right. It's like we hit bank. Like, I'm not just saying it, guys, but we smash bangers on stream. Like, we take trades like this quite well, not regular. Well, yeah, quite regularly. We take some decent wins like this. You never hear me saying told you so. See how this 15 and 30 closes here. Maybe take some sells into these laws. Do you use any software where... No, I don't. I don't use like Footprint or the DOM. No. Just because I understand where liquidity's sitting. Like, I know that there's a lot of liquidity sitting on these laws. Like I say, you can use Footprint and stuff, but I don't. And Bookmap, but no. Like, I understand that anybody going long here is going to have stop losses down here. So I know there's liquidity sitting down here. Why didn't the breakout above work? I mean, it did. It did. Because it came into that first area to manage. It hit targets. So, you know, you've taken like 60, 70 ticks profit before the reversal. It's just, it took liquidity and reversed. You know, you should be managing at these areas anyway. You know, if you're not managing when it's taken liquidity, it makes no sense. What about gold half risk? Really? How many ticks have we got into them laws? 35 ticks. Man like Joe. Yo, how's it going, man? Some dodgy PA here on gold. Yeah. I mean, how many ticks is the stop there? We've got 40 tick stops. Look at the first TP, 20 ticks. I mean, I would take some sells if the stops weren't like double the size of the take profit. It's the same that we had with the Nasdaq buys before. You know, if the first take profit was like here, I'd be happy to take this because I think this is going to push down. You know, look at the volume. The volume's telling me that it's going to continue down. The only reason I'm not taking these sells here is because we're coming into targets and I don't want to get taken into this position, just like we're seeing now. Into this position, it reacts off here and then pushes higher. That's exactly why I'm not taking sells, okay? I mean, if these levels below were a little bit below, like say there was here, then yeah, I'd be happy to take them. But we're coming into structure, we're coming into new laws. You know, there's a lot of reasons for price to reverse here. But yeah, I mean, probably going to melt with the volume that we're seeing. Like, look at that. How do? Yo, Craig, how's it going, man? Welcome. Bro doesn't know Joe slays gold on a day-to-day basis, yeah. Nice one. I took it and TP hit. Nice. That were a quick one, but not for me. The risk to reward made no sense, but if you took it and it's to your plan, it's all good. I mean, if you're trading with this sort of volume to the downside, you can't really go wrong if you get a decent flip. That's the thing as well. People tune into the live. Like, guys, tune in. I go live every single day, Monday to Friday. You need to join the lives every single day. Because yes, some sessions, you know, I do normally take one trade a session, 1 or 2 trades a session. But understand that one session I might not take a position. And if you just tune into that one session where there's no positions, like, because the market is sometimes very rangy and very low volume. Sometimes it's like that. I'm not going to take a position because I want people to see me take a trade. If I take 2 trades or 3 trades in the session, good. But show up to the other ones as well, because you'll see me take multiple trades every week. Ugh. Yeah, that's smashing it. Yeah, I didn't take that, guys. The only trade I've taken today were these longs here. Just because of the targets. Yeah, just because it had these targets to take out. That's the only reason I took it. I mean, it was very valid and it took these targets. That was valid as well, to be fair. Just risk to reward made no sense. I mean, stop loss for 40 ticks for like a 0.6. Is it possible to go with you and do a back testing session? Yeah, I'm going to be doing back testing and forward testing sessions in the mentorship. Yeah, on one of the group calls. Anyway, yeah, that would have been like a quick take profit there. Cool. Do you think it's going to reverse? I don't know. I'm not really focused on gold now. Only reason I'm not focusing on gold is because we've just taken targets. You know, if I wanted to enter gold, I'd have preferred to have entered like up here, or even on these flips if the stop loss weren't so big. But now we've taken these lows, I need to wait. I prefer to wait for Nasdaq to maybe close below, and then I can tech sells. Yo, Natalie, how's it going? Yeah, let's see. Good, slowly getting back finally. Yeah, nice. Good to see you, Natalie. Welcome. Welcome to the stream again. What strategy am I using? Breakouts, mate. Yeah, I find ranges in the market just like this, and I trade breakouts. Just like here. Can you see? In London session on NAS, we had a range. We broke out of the range, and then I bought with the momentum. It's the same here on Nasdaq. Find a range just like this. I'm waiting for the breakout. Once it breaks out, I'll trade with that momentum. Okay. I'm basically just a breakout trade, and I use a little bit of liquidity. Do I trade fair value gaps? No, I don't. Guys on TikTok, if you want to watch my full screen, head over to the YouTube Joe Trades. Okay, I've got a YouTube. I'm live on there too. So head over to Joe Trades on YouTube. Drop a subscribe, drop a follow as well. Drop a subscribe, drop a comment. Sorry, drop a comment on the video. And guys on YouTube, smash the thumbs up on the vid as well. on this live. Appreciate you all. Silver, I don't trade silver, but we can have a look. XAG. Let's have a look at XAG. I mean, yeah, it's looking very similar to this sell-off on gold. I mean, gold, yeah, not much. I don't really look at silver too much. I just trade what's in front of me, to be honest. I just either trade gold or Nasdaq. I don't really like to trade it with other pairs. Just got 10% on my funded. With that gold trade, Cat, great work. Cat, what fund are you trading to make 10%? That's amazing. Do I trade crypto? Yeah, I long-term hold a few cryptos. Not like meme coins and stuff. I mean like decent cryptos. Payout time today. Seriously, Owen, nice. Who with? Alpha. Alpha. Yeah, spot. Use a spot, yeah. Nice. Yeah, W's in the chat for Owen. Guys in the mentorship crushing it. Martin took a payout as well the other day, which is good. Ron, Martin, now Owen. Insane. Right, bro. Get out of here. Good start to the year, yeah, for sure, Owen. Good work, man. Should be proud, man. Should be proud. I'm going to see how this 15 closes. I might take some sells on Nasdaq. I do think it's going to push further down. I use stop orders. I don't use limits. I don't use market. I use stop orders. Nah, I'm not looking at gold. Gold's too far gone. I'm going to be looking for Nasdaq sells. If I can close bearish in 5 minutes, I'm going to take some sells down. I think there's more room to push down here. Because really, like, look at gold. Gold's had this big sell-off. Nasdaq's not done much. I think Nasdaq, if it breaks below, could have a sell-off. That's the idea. What's the point of stop orders? Prevent you from getting faked out. Yeah, prevent you from getting faked out. Right. Going lower 100%. I wouldn't say 100%. Nothing is 100%. But what I know is long term, if I take valid entries, I'm going to have a 70% win rate. So I can say, yeah, I can say that from my data. How was your Christmas and New Year, Joe? Oh, it was great. It was great. Thanks, Mum. How was yours? I took a couple of days off. Yeah, I took a couple of days off. What time do I come on? I come on at like 12:30 UK time. Yeah. So I came on like an hour ago from now. That's when I come on. I come on for like an hour and a half, 2 hours a day. What do I think about gold? Yeah, gold's doing its thing now. Gold's had a big push down. The only thing I can see on gold is maybe if a 15 rejects this level here, then I can take some buys. The only trade I've taken today is this Nasdaq buy. Yeah, that's the only trade we've taken. Took the lows, closed bullish, pushed higher. I'm basically just waiting to see if Nas is going to break out and then I can take another trade. What's my daily bias? I don't trade with the daily bias, mate. No, I don't trade with the daily bias. I stay open to both sides as much as I can. Do I trade live in London? Yeah, so basically we are active in the mentorship in the London session. So if you want to, like I say, I'm active with the guys in the mentorship in the London session, and that's, you know, that's where I took this trade. I took this trade here in London. A few of the guys caught it too. They dropped me a message and told me that they caught this too, so yeah, that's good. But yeah, the London session, I'm active in the mentorship, and then I come on here. But even after the YouTube live, I'm active in the mentorship anyway. Basically active there all day. I mean, if maybe the 30 bullish, maybe a 30 bullish close to buy. We'll see. How much is the mentorship? Fraser, best thing to do is go and apply in the TikTok bio. Head over to the TikTok bio and apply for the mentorship, because there's different prices for different people, different offers. So if you apply, I'll be in touch with you very soon. We're working through all the applications now for the 2026 cohort, or the 2026 intake. Best thing to do is go and apply if you're interested in what we offer. Like, if you want to learn the strategy, we'll find out the best plan for you. Bro, what is your daily bias? Basically, I don't really trade with a bias, mate. I find ranges and trade which way my range tells me to trade. I react to the range. Walking around Asda with my earpiece, loyalty there. Yes, Jamie. Nice one, man. Great stuff. I love it. I mean, if Nasdaq's going to break out, let's have a look. I mean, probably see how this 15 closes. What's gold doing? Yeah, I mean, if this 15 can close bullish, here, I'll buy. So if the 30 can close and the 15 can close bullish, then I'll buy, looking for that pullback higher. That could be nice. How many positions do I set my range at? What do you mean, Matt? What do you mean, bro? Guys, I don't have a set size for my range. The range is what the market is telling me. Remember that. Don't trade how you feel. Trade on what you see. If you're trading 30 pip ranges because you want a 30 tick range, well, you're not trading the market. You're trading what you want to see. So yeah, I'm going to see how this 30 closes in hourly. Okay. Supply and demand, no. Nah, trade breakouts, mate. Breakouts. Won't my risk to reward completely be destroyed doing that? No. Don't be too attached to your risk to reward. I take trades over a 1-to-1. If it's less than a 1-to-1, I don't take the trade. But don't be too focused on risk to reward. So many people are focused on, oh, I need to have a 2 risk to reward before I take a trade. Well, stop. You're trading what you feel. You're trading your emotion. You're attached to the risk to reward tool. Like, I'd rather be attached to what the market is telling me. Like, it makes no sense. Yeah, I mean, you get to a stage where you're adding more things to your strategy, and yeah, you do refine your plan, you do refine your strategy, but more trades doesn't mean more money. More trades is more problems. You know, more trades is more problems. People think, oh, if I add this to my strategy, if I add this confluence and this confluence and this confluence, I'm going to be way more profitable. More trades opens you up to more risks to the market. Therefore, you're going to take more risk on. You're going to take more trades. If you're taking more trades, you're opening yourself up to more losses. And you're going to mess up your psychology. And you're going to end up blowing multiple accounts after you take a loss. Exactly. More stress for sure, man. That was the biggest thing for me. Like, it's so crazy because, you know, when we first start trading, you see the statistics. 10% succeed, 90% fail. A little bit less or a little bit more, maybe, whatever. But you think, oh, if I need to add 15 things to my strategy to be different to everybody else. But no, you need to keep it simple. Trade a very simple plan and just stay consistent with it. It's the consistency thing. It's the staying consistent is what's going to make or break you. What would you say the minimum to start? Billy, don't focus on minimums. Like, what I would say to you, mate, is focus on finding a consistent plan. Okay? Like I say, if it's my strategy that you want to trade, make sure that you get consistent with it. Markets are not consistent though, no, but if you've got a plan that you've sort of, well, if you have back tested and forward tested and you know it works over years and years of data, you can execute that and they will show up time and time again. Are markets consistent each day? No, but your plan can be, and the things that you trade can be. Yeah, let's see how this 15 closes. 15 and 30 is about to close, and gold's continuing to push down here too. Even gold, I could see gold pushing down furthermore. How do you know your position size, etc.? Yeah, because I enter on the next candle close. So if the candle top wicks or bottom wicks too much, I just won't take the position. Guys, I'm just going to nip and get some more water really quickly. Bear with me. Right, we're back, guys. Yeah, if the 15 can give me a little sell here and I can be done, I'll be happy with that. I'd expect the next candle to start pushing down anyway. Let's say that we do get a closure below here. If I can get my sells in, something like this, and then look to take profit at them lows, that'd be nice. It's like a quick in and out trade. 30 will be closing bearish too, for this to continue down for a pullback as well. Yeah, I think if Nas can pull back and then flip down, that'd be good. It can go lower, yeah, maybe. I mean, I will just manage where I need to manage and let it run. But we've got 6 minutes here, so let me go into MNQ, and I'm basically just gonna be looking for these sells. It could push much lower, but I'm not trying to predict where it's gonna push into. I'm not bothered about where it pushes. I'm just bothered about executing correctly, and managing where I need to manage. Can you show gold? Gold's not doing much, mate. Gold's just breaking levels. Nasdaq's got targets that I like. So let's see. Take a look at silver. I don't trade silver, mate. No, I don't. We've had a look before, and there's not much happening on silver either. Are you live on YouTube as well? Yeah, I am live on YouTube as well. If you want to watch the full screen, head over to Joe Trades on YouTube. Okay. Come on, Naz. Don't take them targets without me. Being interested and completely new to this, is it easier than it looks? Yeah, for sure, Billy. It is. I keep it very simple. I keep it very simple, mate. I don't overcomplicate it. So really, yeah, it is. You know, it might at the start it might feel like there's a lot to take in, and there is, but it does become a lot easier. Lost 200 on silver. Yeah, I don't trade silver, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look at this volume step in here. Look at that volume. I mean, let's have a look. The only thing I can really see on gold is if it closes bullish and rejects this level. Then I can buy it. Yeah. Top 1 Futures live account. Because I'm on a live account with Top 1 Futures, I get daily payouts. So if I make $500, I can take $500. If I make 2,000 in a day, I can take 2,000. That's all I've been doing on them like last 6 or 7 payouts. You're gonna miss out. No, I'm not. If it pushes without me, it pushes without me. Yeah, exactly. 4 more final boss. Don't get 4 more. If you feel that you're gonna miss out, that's not a good emotion. You're gonna end up forcing it. Trying to find a way out. Yeah, Billy, go for it, man. I mean, trading's the best thing ever. That's why I started trading. You know, just could I have gone to Thailand and lived in Thailand for a year without trading? No. Could I have gone to Bali for 3 months, Vietnam for 6 months? No. Could I have lived in all these different places and been free for like the last 2 to 3 years? No. You know? What would I have been doing instead? I'd have been in engineering in the UK, having 2 to 3 weeks off a year, going to Spain. Yeah, they're not the best though. Chishio, they're not the best. Them brokers are really bad. The broker that I use isn't any of them. Okay, let's see. What's the gold saying? Gold's pushing down. There's not many targets on gold. I could see it having a deeper pullback though. I could see it having a deeper pullback, especially after this 15 closure. Oh, I just missed that liquidity. Nasdaq's playing. I want you to teach me. Yeah, apply, Rich. You can apply for the mentorship in the TikTok bio. I've the mentorship for 2026. The applications are open now, so you can apply. We did have a launch in December, but we've just reopened applications now. So if you want to join and get onto the one-to-one, links in the TikTok bio. Drop me a DM, Chishio, on TikTok, and I'll send you the name of the one that I use. Yo. Yeah, instantly push down. Do I trade news? Yeah, I do. I don't trade like 15 minutes before and 15 minutes after. Just because I don't want to get faked out with like a big wick. I mean, I look through my journal of like and back testing, and for me, when I took the news trades into consideration, it just wasn't worth me trading that 15 minutes before and 15 minutes after. It was either a loss or around break even. That's the thing with the journal. Like, people don't journal, and it's super important. I mean, gold could continue pushing down. What's wick fill there? What's wick fill? What, go break even on wick fill at 26 ticks looking for the play down? It's not bad. It's not a bad trade, especially on the hourly closing bearish. Did the 4 hour close? 4 hours closed as well. We are coming into a little bit of structure to the left. I mean, if I were going to take sells on gold, the management's 26 ticks. It's been tough trying to catch a position. You know, London session were a lot cleaner because the stop loss, look at the stop loss. Stop loss was like 6 points. My take profit was like 22. So it was like a 4-to-1 risk to reward into that first target. So it was perfect to take. Problem with gold here is that it's so far gone, and these wicks are quite big to where the first take profits are. It can be quite difficult to try and catch them sometimes, but gold's moving, is it? Yeah, gold's having a big sell-off. Like, Nasdaq's still within this range. Literally nothing. Guys, anybody tried trading Nasdaq in here? Like, there's no way you've traded it successfully. Unless you're trading like the 30-second rejections of support and resistance. Unless you're trading like the 1 minute. Selling here, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying. Yeah, the only thing I can do on Nasdaq here is wait for this 15. If this 15 can get below here, I can sell. If not, then I'm just gonna have to wait. I'm not in a rush because I took this morning, so I'm up like 350 already. So I mean, if this is my only trade for today, it's fine. This is Nasdaq, mate. Yeah, I'm on Nasdaq. Even if we can get a breakout, if I can get a breakout at this level, then that's fine. All I'd do is trade it into this range and then look to trade into... Then I'd look to trade into some more highs above. We'll see. It's all on this 15, really. Yeah, let me just put this on charge. All right. No, Tom, I didn't. I only invest... I don't really invest in companies too much. What am I seeing on gold? Nothing, mate. I need to wait for gold to form structure now. If anything, I'm just going to watch this 15 on Nasdaq. If Nasdaq can set up maybe a break above for buys, then I'll take buys. If not, I'll just have to let it do its thing. But I mean, these levels are looking good. Are you trading a funded account? Yeah, I'm trading a live funded account though. So, you know, like with Top Step and Top One, if you get like a certain amount of payouts, they move you to a live account. Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm one of them guys. It's actually quite a privilege, to be fair, because it's like less than 1% of people get put on live, which, like, to be in the top 1% is crazy, of like prop firm traders. What's my broker? Send me a message. Send me a DM. I'll send you the name of it. What's the difference? Well, when you pass a prop firm challenge, you're still on simulated funds. So if let's say that you pass a Top Step account, let's say that you pass a Top Step account, you'll get put onto simulated funds. Once you've you can still get payouts on the simulated funds, but if you get a lot of payouts, they'll move you onto live capital. Is Quanteco reliable? I don't use any of them FX brokers, man, especially when you've got like randoms, like random influencers who are at like on Love Island and stuff, promoting them. Like, big red flag. Like, if you have real traders who trade live and they're like telling you who to use, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that because they're actually using it, getting payouts, and telling people who they use. But when you've got randoms who've never traded in their life promoting something, like, nah. I don't even touch them. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, see how this 15 closes, guys. Go from there. Like I said, I've already taken a decent win today, especially to end the week. I know it's only been a day, only been today, but to end the week with a good win, ready to crush the first full week back, I can't complain with that entry today. What am I looking at to consider a trade? I'm looking for a break below this level. If I can get a closure below here, then I'll look for sells down. So I'm going to give it this 7 minutes to close. If it can close below, take sells. All right. That is the plan. Because like I say, with Nasdaq being so choppy, I need to wait for a break out of this range. All right. And to be honest with you, that'll be the last thing I'm going to probably watch today. Because I don't, with it being the last, with it being like the first trading day back of the new year and a Friday, I'm basically taking a little bit of a back seat. I'm not really too bothered about entering too many positions. I caught a win this morning. I'm happy with that. Don't ruin the week on a Friday on the first trading day back of the new year. Like, there's a big week ahead. Like, literally Monday coming, first full week back, ready to crush it, ready to crush your goals. But if it closes outside, how do you know if it's a liquidity sweep? There's liquidity sitting down here. So if I close below this range, I'd expect more liquidity to get taken. So that's the overall analysis. If it breaks and closes below, I'm going to take sells into this liquidity. Because at the end of the day, like, it's all good understanding liquidity, but it's good to know where to target as well. That's probably the biggest edge I've got, understanding, if I get a valid entry, where price is likely to push. Gold is here. Yeah, gold's done nothing since them buys. But yeah, see how the 15 closes. I'm probably going to be done for the day after the live as well, guys. I've taken a $370 win this morning here. It wasn't this, it was like this. Yeah. See how this 15 closes. If it can give me a sell, I'll take a little half risk sell or something. See if I can get a break below here, and then I can take some sells then. But I got to give it that 3 minutes. Yeah, guys, on TikTok, if you want to join the free Telegram, the link's in the TikTok bio. Head over to the TikTok bio. You can join the free Telegram in there, okay? If you want to join, you'll have to press the link, and then it'll come up. Then you have to press the 3 dots in the top right corner. When you press the 3 dots, open in browser, you'll be able to join. But let's see. Let's see if we can get a closure in the sell here. Oh yeah, let me check. Zoom out. Ren, if you want to see my zoomed out chart, head over to the YouTube. $15.5's closing below. Yeah, I'd expect this to push down. I'm going to be looking for some sells in a second. I think if this can close below this choppy price action here, I think it's likely to continue pushing down. I'll probably have stops above the range. Maybe looking for this to play down. If I can get that top wick. I hate waiting about in ranges. You need to have patience, mate. If you've got no patience, it's going to be difficult for you to become profitable in the nicest way possible. Yeah, guys, I'm not in this. I'm waiting for this closure, and then I'm going to be looking for sells. Give it 2 minutes. Hey, man, what's a range? A range is just consolidation, mate. Yeah. This could be a quick trade, this. This could be a quick trade. But it's gonna... Yeah. It's been one of them days today. It's been one of them days, especially in the US session, where price has been sort of hitting targets as we broke out. Same with gold. Yeah, look at that. I mean, it would have been nice, wouldn't it, if we took it? It's just one of them. Guys, some days you'll have days where you'll take a position and it'll just hit targets as soon as as soon as you are looking to take the trade, as soon as you see something that potentially could set up, it comes and takes targets. You can't chase the market. You can't start entering down here. You're just entering a disadvantaged price. Like you want to be entering where your plan tells you to. And if you can't, you can't. Yeah, currently not trading gold, bro. Don't spam the chat though, man. Is it the best to wait for the... Yeah, so I'm going to personally now head off. And I'm just going to go and stay active in the mentorship. Because Nasdaq's really taken these targets as we brought below. To be fair, I'm happy that we got to take this trade in London. But other than that, it's been rangy. It's been rangy, decent breakout here. Rangy. Now we're seeing a decent breakout again. Do I think this is going to continue pushing down? I do. I think this is going to push lower now. Do I think it needs to create a top wick and then flip down? Yes. But maybe if this can start pushing bearish, we're going to come and see the wick of these lows taken. But I wouldn't want to sell it here until it created a top wick, But there's not really much to target as well. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to head off. That's going to be me. I mean, yeah, it's probably going to come and push, maybe fill in this wick. But we'll see. It's not a trade. I'm happy with this one trade here today. Decent win taken already to end the week. But we'll come back strong on Monday. All right. All right, guys. But yeah, guys, if you want to join the free Telegram, link is in the TikTok bio. If you want to join the mentorship for 2026, again, the link is in the TikTok bio. Guys, on the... 1 second. Where are we? Yeah, guys, on the YouTube, if you want to apply, go and apply here. And we'll be in touch with you very, very soon, okay? But yeah, I'm probably going to be finished. I'm probably going to be... probably going to be done. I'll go and update the guys in the mentorship. But yeah, that's going to be me, guys. Peace out, much love, and I'll see you on Monday now. Catch you then. Peace out. Guys on YouTube, see you in a bit. Much love, guys. Much love, much love. Vishal W, yeah. Kyle in a bit. Bye-bye. Have a good weekend, guys. Enjoy the time off with your family, your friends, and let's go and crush them goals in 2026. Well, the first full week on Monday. Enjoy, guys.